Almost every homes now, they want to start doing DNA tests and checking. And statistics showed us that over 80% of cases show that the children don't belong to the men.
Welcome to Kingdom Come News.
What is happening? These are issues. Some children don't even have homes to go to. What they have is a house. I'm going to show you how to recover from this, step by step, practically. Is that okay now? Very important. There's a message for you. There's a message for you. The word of God is going to reach you in the midst of that situation. You can emerge totally different from that dysfunctionality. You can so emerge that nobody will believe what your background is, and you don't owe them explanation. In fact, if you have to talk about your background many times, it's a sign you're already failing. It becomes an excuse for the reason why you are not doing well. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Number 8, a child from a broken home, father, mother separated. It's not God's design. I am not teaching this for you to begin to hold your parents' sin against them. No. I am teaching this for you to know that there is the word of God for you in the midst of that situation, then how not to repeat it. Because part of the things you need never to repeat it is to forgive. The one you refuse to forgive is the one you likely look like. Do you understand what I'm saying? Very important. This is not a revolution. Children will go back home and say, look at what you have done to my life. No, I will show you how to take responsibility for your outcomes, so you don't blame anybody for it. Do you understand what I'm saying here? The fact that you have a home where different on things that should not be heard has happened doesn't mean you use it as an excuse to begin to do things around. No, they could not believe that the Messiah will come from Nazareth, but God brought him from that place, and it didn't look like the background. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Broken homes exist. For one reason or the other, there's been divorce, and one person has gone one way, the other person has gone the other way. The man has been married. This is what happens sometimes. Man and wife together. Can I have 5 people, two men and 2 ladies? No, let me have neutral people from the church. Please come. Spoke about courage. Yes, make it. Thank you. 5. Thank you. I need 2 men actually. 2. Then 2 ladies. Where are the ladies? Let's give them a big hand. Let's keep clapping. One more lady. One more. Thank you. All right, let's look at this scenario. Never forget this. Let's do this. Let's go. Here is a man and a woman, married. The rest of you, go back a bit. Married. Then something happened. They decided to go separate ways. I still need 2 more ladies. Where did they go? The 2 other ladies, come. Then over the years, this one went to marry another man, and then this one went to marry another woman, and then they have 2 children. These 2 have 2 children for each other. The mentality of this woman is that this is her home. The mentality of this man is that this is his home. Where do they belong to? When they go here, the man gives an impression, I'm not your father. Do what you do. God help them, is even a good man not to even sleep with them. When they come to this side, this woman say, hey, me and my husband. During holidays, mommy with her family, daddy with his family. Last option, maybe grandma, if grandma is still alive. They are going to get married. The fight. This one said, I'm not going to sit together with your mommy. This girl will be thinking for years, what kind of a man will I explain my family to and will accept me the way I am? These are issues. Whoever is the elder will now have to take responsibility for the younger one at a very early age, and if care is not taken, will have to do anything to survive with the younger one at a very early age. And these are issues. And there are also other cases where maybe the man said, okay, no, I'm not releasing my children, they're going to be with me. It's also a matter. Or the mother said, no, I'm going to take care of my children, they're also with me. This is also a matter. But it can never look like what God originally ordained. And I am saying, this women emancipation movement, I have quite some challenge with it. The challenge is, we are beginning to educate young girls that if any man stress you, get out. Our mothers stayed. I'm not saying stay with a man that will kill you. I will balance it. There are men to run away from. It is not your picture, obituary picture, that will witness your children's wedding. There are men to run away from. Do you understand? With an angry man, don't go. When you have made the mistake, I told, there was a matter I settled. The woman observed, she and her husband had an argument at night. When the man had slept off, as the duvet opened, she noticed he carried a knife. She called me in the middle of the night, around 3 a.m. The reason I don't use to switch off my phone because I'm a pastor. There are emergencies. Around 3 a.m. Excuse me, is it an emergency? Say, yes, sir. I found this. What should I do? I say, we have two options. You either shout, neighbor Egbamio, or lock yourself in the store till daybreak. Call people to be at the door before you open the door. Listen to what I'm saying. The church sometimes have encouraged people to stay with such men, and when they die, church still bury them. What kind of doctrine is that? We are not talking about those kind of issues. Those ones exist. There are people that if they marry, they will kill themselves. Like, this is not, they will stress, they will kill themselves. That thing will not stop till either of them dies. There's another kind of man that can kill the wife. That's a man given to neglect. The wife is in labor. Go to the hospital, I'll meet you. No, she's sick. It's not that serious. Why are you pretending? No, you saw it now. You know he was not responsible while you were dating. They called your attention to it. You shielded him. Now you will deal with it. And I'm sorry, I need to pause a bit and say this. The rate at which we are having visionless men in our society now is alarming. Boys who are so fine, you will have to date them to now know that there's fire on the mountain. They have no plan for job, no plan for work, no plan for school. They are not doing anything. They are not passionate about anything. They eat good food. They dress nice. Who is sponsoring all these things? The girls they are dating. Scattered around church now. Lazy bones. 9 a.m. Before all this love. Check this person. Is he, do you understand what I'm saying? Is he a visionary person? Saturday to my dad, Friday, that's the Saturday that will be good. People say Saturday is weekend to go and enjoy. It means if you are broke on Friday, forget about Saturday. Weekend is end. That's week to end. There's no weekend for you. That's the meaning of that proverb. The guy is not running towards anything. He's not pursuing anything. We are not saying that he must have. People have seasons. He doesn't have yet. But you know that this guy is hardworking. He will do everything. He's working on a system, trying to project here. Can they give me this job here? What can I do there? He's hardworking. When you wait for such a man for his light to shine, you are waiting well. There is the kind that when you are waiting in vain. People should go. Let me deal with this matter. Let's give them a big hand. Let's stop. Let's deal with this issue. Oh, this guy is prospect. He has prospect. Tomorrow is looking like it. We are seeing. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I'm hopeful. See, listen to what I'm saying. And guys, don't be emotional about this. When a girl leaves you, it is not all the time because you don't have money. No. See, listen to what I'm saying. There are girls who are shabel. Those ones exist. We're not talking about those ones. We are talking. Do you hear what I'm saying? What vision are you running with? The way you know a guy, he doesn't have now. The way you will know he will have tomorrow is that he's pursuing. Even when you will see, he's telling you, this is what I'm doing now. I just applied this. I did this on Upwork. I did this. If there's nothing, he's trying to teach. If teaching, the one that there's no job, nothing, they say go and teach. He said me teach. There's this law that open as this person's PA. Say me PA. This guy, me bank. Let me tell you, don't wait. Go and buy books on how to be a breadwinner as a woman because you have started. You see, this thing we are laughing about now. When you live with a man who doesn't have vision, it will run you mad. Because a woman wants to help. And the guy is not taking initiative. He can't move. He's not making any move. He's not saying anything. And usually such men, they will meet every situation with silence and they like sex. Every time, come. What are you talking about? Food, no day house. This is when it's sex, has energy. It's like you are too naive for my teaching. I'm being honest with you. We don't like to say these things in church. If there will be good romance, money is the fuel. Do you understand what I'm saying? If there will be good romance, what is the fuel? Don't let anybody deceive you. If there's no money in the home, it will stress you. See, no problem. People have insulted me. I don't have issue with it. People will respond with emotions. What was he teaching them? Materialism. No. Say anything you want to say. You get what I'm saying? I'm married. I know what I'm saying. They say, all these things. Say you want to marry a girl. Go and check her. Give her 300 naira. Go and buy something to make soup. In this economy, we are saying, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If you truly love that girl, leave her. Set yourself on the path of vision first, so you don't mess up her life. A man that wakes up early in life to pursue women is going to struggle. Pursue vision. Is that okay now? Pursue vision. See, we are not saying have 1 billion now. No. See, sir, let me say this to you, and I'm going to tell you this. You may probably not hear a pastor say it publicly, but let me tell you this. When myself and my wife got married, my salary was 100,000. When I stood before my in-law and they asked me, what do you do? I said, I'm a pastor. You know, they are very polite, and they are pastors too. And they're like, tell me, and this. How are you going to be able to take care of our daughter? I said, by God's grace, I will. I know myself. From campus days, I've been taking responsibility for roommates. How much more my wife? Listen to what I'm saying. I know this vision, you can't suffer. One time I came to meet my wife. I said, babe, I prayed, woke up early in the morning around 4 a.m. I lost my peace. How can we be driving around and then we don't have any property to ourselves? I called my wife. I said, babe, you know what? I said, do you trust me? He said, yes. I said, are you sure you trust me? He said, yes. I said, allow me to sell our car. I said, give me, was it 1 month or 2 months? And watch. He said, I trust you. I sold the car. All right. When I sold the car, my wife was pregnant. So I sold the car. We had to be taking boats for antenatal and all that. I added some change to the car. Went to buy about 6 acres of land. Surveyed it. Did all the documentation. Began to sell per plot. In another 3 weeks, I've made over 300% of my capital. Do you understand what I'm saying here? Vision is that you know how to take something from level A to level B. Well thought out plan. Carrying your spouse along. You are a leader. As a man, you are a leader. A woman should not be telling you to be hardworking. You are a leader. As long as a woman is the one challenging you to be hardworking, you have failed. You have failed in leadership. We need to tell our boys some relationships should not exist. Because this guy is too lazy for a woman. You can say anything you like. You are the one that will live in it. The best we will do as pastors is to counsel you. I go back to my home. See me in the office for 10 minutes. Hey, this. You still carry your property and go. If I've married right or wrong, I still carry my property and go. Because when we are advising people, they think church wants to break their relationship. Break what? If you can't work out on a man who doesn't have vision, your esteem is battered. Because you feel nobody else will marry you. Now there's silence. And there was silence in heaven. I'm not saying go and steal. I'm not saying go and do Yahoo. I'm saying even if it is teaching, let there be a sign that you are hardworking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if it is, see, at one point in my life, I taught in primary school, and my salary was about 11,000. Because I went there with vision, I helped the school to start WAEC tutorial. You get what I'm saying now? And I was getting commission per class. In that same time, I started doing pure mathematics tutorial in the environment because I saw that they didn't have maths teacher unless corpus come. I'll go to different school today. I'll go there and teach mathematics class 2 hours, 50, because I saw that there's poverty in the land. If I say pay at the end of the month, they will run away. 50 naira per class, enter. I will give them an assignment that will make coming for the next class important so that I can give my 50 naira again. Somebody will be at the door to collect 50 naira. Once I'm done with that, between 2 to 4, around 4:30, they've set up my Indomie stand. As a pastor, I will put apron on my neck and go to the stand beside the road where I will sell noodles till around to 10 at night. I did not die there. It only came to pass. Don't be too concerned about getting your hands dirty. Men should work. Don't marry a man who is not a leader. Is he leading you or you are the one leading him? Is he refining you or you are the one who is trying to refurbish him? These are things to check because soon you'll be tired. Let's assume what I've said is not real. Number 9, coming from a home where you have an abusive stepmother or stepfather. Abusive, emotional abuse, verbal abuse, sexual abuse. Either of them exist. Name calling, name tagging, words, all those things, they exist. Number 10, emotionally chaotic home. Fire on the mountain all the time. You are in your room, somebody has broken television, boom, we'll kill ourselves in this house. Mother has gone to carry spoon for soup, father has gone to carry it on a stick. Children are the ones holding the parents. Every time, wahala. Siblings are always fighting. I'm going to kill you, running with each other with knife. Do you like peace? You are not answering. See, if you will not be a peaceful woman, you will know before you marry. You look at the way you get angry, the way you respond, the way you know among your friends. When there's a matter, I'll tell you. When you marry the guy, say I love you. No. No. Love doesn't change people. You will still manifest the same thing. You get what I'm saying now? When there's an issue, you keep malice with your friend. I'm not going to talk to you. You will repeat it. The guy too, when he's angry, his hand is always shaking. His hand is shaking. Every time he's shaking, he's coming close. He's coming close. He's coming close. It's not only close, I want to give his slap. That's how he is. That's how he is. He has fought with his friend. The blood on their neck, on their head. It's just like that. When you calm him, it's like you are calming a bulldog. And bite you. I saw a video of a woman that was nursing a dog, a pit bull. The dog charged at her on the bed. Calm down, calm down, calm down. The dog wanted to bite her. When that kind of dog calmed down, in fact, by the time the dog calmed down, the dog was not getting close. Do you understand what I'm saying? That thing you are pampering, you are going to be the victim of it. Check, sir. Check. It's not Undertaker. You say actually they provoked him. They provoked. Sister Advocate. They provoked him. That's how he does when they provoke him. You have to manage him like a pit bull, so nobody gets him. See, it's okay when you look at what this person can do in their worst moment. What can he do when he's hungry? Find out. I'm not saying you should now go home and start looking for trouble, but don't ignore when opportunity presents itself. There's no way you and a person will date intelligently and there'll be no moment of shaking. There will be. You observe. What can he do? What can he not do? What can she do? What can she not do? From a relationship, she has started saying, "Jada no know a phone for me." If you don't know what that means, cut away from my phone. That's a literal word. There are times that after you have settled your differences, you now go back to the attitude. I have forgiven you, have said, but I am not going to go on with this relationship. I need answers to this. And when he starts slapping you, or she starts slapping you, because this slapping and beating is vice versa. Sister Tiger, when she has younger siblings, you too, she sees you as one of them. Say, "Come here." You are arguing. The girl you are dating is saying, "Come here." And as she say, "Come here," she's looking at you too. I say, "Come here." And she seems to mean it. She stop. You are talking. She say, "I say, come." I have settled cases where girlfriend beat up boyfriend. The boy was just saying, they've not born the boy well. When the girl say, "Shh, baby, mommy." That's why we must raise strong men too. You know what I'm saying? Strong men. Look at that boy. Look at that girl. Can he beat you? Don't ask him. He will say no. She will say no. Ask yourself. The way he's looking, that thing is shaking. They're saying that's his nature. Or he's angry. He has called all your family members. He has called his mother. A boy who reports the wife to the mother is a baby. When you are done forgiving your spouse, your family member will hold it against your spouse. And last, families will hold their own. There's small misunderstanding. He has called parents and friends of the girl. He is spewing out the things he should not say. That's why I ask you, do you want to win argument or you want to win your home? Chaos. You came from a home where there was barely a week with full peace. That's a chaotic family. A week, if you have a week that there's no shouting, nothing, it will look like NEPA brought light for a week. You are wondering, let's off free Joe, because this one that they left light for a week, anything can just blow. Do you understand what I'm saying? To tell you, that's what happens. If NEPA now should bring light for 1 full week, you by yourself you start calling them off the light before you now take it for 2 months. Meaning that the way you were treated has reduced your expectation. That is exactly what happened in dysfunctional settings. The settings of the home can reduce your expectation from a woman, from a man. That you now even have an abusive person, but it says at least compared to where you are coming from. Do you understand that? Let's look at the things these things affect. I said number 1 on Tuesday, relationships. When you are from a background that is likely dysfunctional, it will affect the way you relate, the way you perceive people. It will affect your esteem, your confidence, and all those things. Number 2, it affects your trust in people. It affects your trust in people. If anybody is kind, you are wondering why they are kind. Because life has not been kind to you. Do a social experiment. Put 500,000 inside an envelope and take it to different places and say, "Take 500,000, I give you." You will have to know the person. In the natural, the almost response you get from Nigerians is, no, I don't want blood money. And the person can even start 3 days dry. Why? Trust issues. Trust issues in the opposite sex. When some men say that, don't trust women, they are saying that about the woman they marry. What has affected that trust? The background. Nollywood formed a major part of the background. They were busy watching how women were poisoning their husband, and it was becoming an ideology. They were telling themselves, Before I will eat any food by my wife, I will say, taste it. How do you perceive a woman? How do you perceive a man? Do you feel with this mentality you can trust your spouse? Are you ready to commit? 100% trust. 100% trust. What has affected your trust life? Dysfunctional settings can. It destroys it. It eats people up like cancer. And when there's no trust, you don't just have distrust, you have insecurity. Let me try and Let me try and give you a vivid explanation. Let me use simple things you can understand. If a snake is passing and somebody mistakenly match the snake by the tail, how will the snake respond? Strike the person with the poisonous venom. And if the person is not treated, the person will what? Die. Where did you match the snake? The tail. Why did the snake kill the person? Because the snake is not sure what is coming next. Insecurity is what you have when you respond to small things with heavy issues. Because I don't know what you can do next. When you begin to kill an ant with sledgehammer, is insecurity. Maybe mistakenly, he was trying to talk to you and he raised the voice. You don't raise your voice at me in this house. Because you didn't hear him. You heard those people that used to raise their voice at you. Lack of trust will make you see those who have hurt you in your spouse. And you begin to respond to your spouse like you are responding to them. You will fight your spouse with the venom and the anger with which you wanted to respond to them. Many couples don't have issues one-on-one. The problem is that they are seeing those that have hurt them in each other. And the response is according to that. So sometimes you hear matter. What happened? This. How did this person respond? This. See, don't just jump and say you are a bad woman. You are a fool. No. That's why sometimes we don't deal with issues. What do you do? You need to now investigate. Tell me about your background. You listen. Then we now need to help this person get the orientation that background is gone. This person is a different person. See, there is no guarantee that your spouse will not behave like those who have hurt you in the past. There's no guarantee. But this person does not know them and is not trying to become them. It might need to be helped also. Do you get what I'm saying? But by the time you begin to respond with that fear, you will create that situation exactly here. Trust. Number 3, effect of upbringing, functional background. Trust in God's love. The person finds it difficult to trust God's love. Now, this is a very serious matter. Many people don't believe that God forgives. Let me say this to you. Look up. I want to say something that is very, very strong. And I don't mind being dragged for it, but I will tell you. Many pastors are not leading. They have emotional trauma. Listen to what I'm saying. Faulty background does not just affect your family. It even affects even the church you pastor. It does. The reason why you see a pastor has preached a message, you can call this person and say, there's a correction here. Or you prefer to go online and shout. You can call yourself, what are the names we call ourselves? Custodian of this and that. It's because of the way you are raised. You were not raised where there is love. When that defect is there, you will perceive a calling around the defect. Anybody can drag me for this, but I'm telling you what I know. Check people who grew up in the midst of love. They know the gravity of dragging people. Sometimes it is the background, the environment, it is a hardship. We inflict pain to cause change because we are in pains. Do you understand what I'm saying here? That is what is happening. In fact, as a pastor, some members who have betrayed and hurt you, if you don't heal, you will see other innocent members in their shoe. And the church will become flow of hurt, of disloyalty, of pain, and all those things. It happens. It happens. See, let me say this to you. All these things we are saying happens in church. We complain, Nigeria, let the youth come to power. They should allow the youth. There are churches that they have killed and silenced their youth. The church will survive if they will give the young people a voice. The man who is the youth leader is 75. You are wondering, youth president is in the 60s. He cannot connect with the reality of the youth. Don't just blame Nigeria. Let's check inside our churches. In fact, the politics in Nigeria is learning compared to the politics in some churches. In fact, Nigeria still have better hope of emerging to have a young leader compared to some youth emerging in some churches. Go and check. People complain all these new churches. Why are they calling our members? Because there is a disconnect. Don't let me just leave that.
Thank you for watching Kingdom Come News. We hope you were blessed by this inspirational content. Please do well to subscribe to our channel like and share with your friends. And don't forget to hit that notification button so that when we post an inspirational content like this, you'll be the first to be notified. Until then, remain blessed. See you in the next edition.